So I've caught up with the My Hero Academia anime, and while I enjoy it for the most part, there was one major scene I had a couple problems with. Problems that have surrounded My Hero Academia for a long time now. The Deku vs Class 1A fight. It simply had too many people involved. I like the idea of Deku's friends coming to help bring him back from his self-destructive vigilanteism, but it simply didn't need to be the entire class. If you just kept the major names like Uraraka, Shoto, Tenya, and Bakugo, and even people like Suyu and Kirishima, you could have made the encounter more succinct and intimate. There was no need for the entire class to come, especially because so many of them are minor characters who haven't had much of an on-screen relationship with Deku. You could have had the minor characters helping the civilians. Having everyone there just to have everyone there lessens the emotional impact. The other big issue is that Deku was absolutely right about Class 1A being unable to keep up. This was a tired, starving Deku that was literally only trying to escape, and it still took them quite a bit of effort to stop him. Deku is fearful that All For One could come for his family and the people he cares about. And he's right to be afraid, because that's something that could absolutely happen. I understand the message about the negatives of Deku overworking himself, but I'm unsure of how much help his classmates can actually provide. He might be able to take out some henchmen, but against the main threats like All For One and especially Shigaraki, they'd be next to no help. This of course feeds into a bigger issue with the way Horikoshi wrote the manga. Most people don't really care about half or more of Class 1A. If he was really dead set on there being 20 students, he could have slowly but surely began expanding on each of them to get us to care about them in the earlier seasons. Instead of doing that, he opted to push the story forward, and put them in scenarios they shouldn't be in, and they don't really do anything meaningful with that screen time either. People like to talk about how far Class 1A has come, and how they're going to save the day, but most of the class is just fodder and doesn't have meaningful characterization. This is why it didn't work when Jiro made her hollow speech against All For One, and why Shoji and Koda, after a decade of no time in the spotlight, got their own racism arc. My Hero Academia's fatal flaw is the fact that the story as a whole has too many characters, and doesn't spend enough time focusing on those that are presented as important, especially Class 1A, which simply didn't need the 20 students that it has. Having so many shallow characters has been an anchor that's been holding the story down for a long time now. But I'm just one guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out, and I'll see you guys next time.